So now in Michigan, Governor Gretchen Whitmer is calling out to the residents, the Michiganders, to open your homes and volunteer to house illegal immigrants. She wants you to commit for 90 days. She wants you to go to the airport and pick them up, bring them to your home, feed them, clothe them, get their kids registered in school, and get the adults out to work. They're not even going to pay anything for you to do this. Your electric bill is going to go up. Your grocery bill is going to go up, not to mention your safety in your own home, because we have no vetting process to find out who is a good person versus who is a criminal or a terrorist coming into this country. Who knows what their connections are back home? Will they be bringing drugs and weapons into your home? I don't know. But you know what, Gretchen? We're not going to do this. We're going to tell you no. This is an overreach of your power and about the dumbest request you could have. I tell you what, I'll fix your problem. You meet them at the airport and send them back where they came from. Or open your home and let them stay with you. Either way, I don't care. You need to get on board with stopping the problem at the southern border, because now it's on our doorsteps and you want us to help you fix it? No. The American people and the loyal Michiganders here in the great state of Michigan are not going to get on board with this. You made this bed, you sleep in it. So now...
Shalom, Kol Ha'Elohim La, Yahweh, Ba'Hashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'Hashem, Rakah Kadash. Double honors to the apostles, elders, and bishops at the great millstone who do rule and teach well. Shalom, Yahweh Ba'Hashem, Yahweh Shai, Barakathum, to all the sincere believers, the brothers and the sisters out there listening and learning, all right, laboring in this truth and all righteousness and sincerity, occupying in the faith of our Lord Yahweh Shai and the prophecies until we are redeemed. So it's your brother Azariah, back with another lesson through the spirit and power of Yahweh Ba'Hashem Yahweh Shai. And as you just saw in this opening clip from Anthony Hudson, in Michigan, they asking people to open their homes to house these migrants. Now, as you heard Anthony Hudson say, they don't know who these people are. They don't know if they bring in drugs into your home. They don't know if they bring in guns, if they're rapists, what connections that they have back home, if they are part of the cartel or they came out of jail, which a lot of them have, and a lot of them are connected to gangs. And as a matter of fact, speaking on that, I just brought it out yesterday that 2 Venezuelan teens in New York, they was connected to the cartel back in Venezuela. They've been arrested. So we continue to bring it out that a lot of these so-called migrants or refugees coming over the border, they don't have good intentions for Americans. They've been told to come here by the American government to perform a task. They pretty much are paid mercenaries set up to take down America from within. And the fact that Michigan is asking residents to take these people into their homes, and mind you, they've been talking about doing this in New York. They've also been talking about doing this in Chicago, which are sanctuary cities. And no doubt they're going to do it in LA, and it's going to spread to all across the country. So we know in 2nd Ezra, the 15th chapter, it speaks about seditions among men. We know that it speaks about civil wars, uprisings. In 2nd Ezra, the 9th chapter, uproars of the people in the world, them not regarding their kings nor princes. This is a catalyst for all of this to go down. So we are indeed in these times that the prophet Ezra saw. All right. So we are in the last seconds of the last days. Everything that the men of the Lord have been speaking about is about to come to pass in this time, because now is the appointed time for these things to come forth. So marvel not when you see that they move to push these draconian, unrighteous decrees on the people, that there's going to be a heavy pushback. But again, as we always say, this is what they want. They want the pushback. They want the chaos to ensue, because from that, it goes into the Hegelian dialectic, pressure from above and pressure from below. The more hell and egregious acts that you force on people, the elites know that people are only going to tolerate but so much until they reach a breaking point. And pretty much right now, people are at that breaking point. These Americans, these Babylonians, they don't understand what's happening to their country. They don't know why their leaders are turning against them. But it's all the will of Yahweh Bashem Yahushai to bring down America. Because this place was founded upon blood. These Americans, Babylonians, especially these Edomites, they've been living high on the hog. Okay, this place was set up for them to succeed and prosper. You see, but a land founded upon blood must be taken out by blood, man. So these migrants that are coming up, they coming to purge. You see, they're coming to purge, and they're coming to purge a lot of Edomites. They're also coming to purge a lot of 2/3 Israelites as well, and anybody else who gets caught up in the crossfire. But you need to understand that these times are very evil, and that you need to redeem the times and get closer to the Lord. Because there, you see, what's about to come, people don't understand the full magnitude because they not really paying attention to what's going on. There's a lot going on right now. There's a whole lot going on, not only in America, but all across the earth. But these are some very dire and serious times, man. Like, this is not the time to be playing games and be in la la land and be involved in folly and you trying to travel here and you trying to have, great summer. No, this ain't the time for that, man. All these dainties, all these pleasures that you enjoy now, very soon is about to be gone. And if you ain't got the Lord on your side, you're going to be taken out by the evil that's going to come. So going ahead to this article, Michigan asked residents to help house and settle migrants amid crisis at the border. All right. So Michigan is asking residents to help house migrants in their homes and help resettle them into society as the crisis at the southern border continues. And a question, why haven't they stopped all these migrants coming through the southern border? This has been going on for months. This has been going on since, I believe, like August. Or matter of fact, it may have been before that, but I'll just say it's been happening hardcore since early 2023. And even before that, but they've been coming over in the millions now since that time. But they haven't stopped it, even though there's a push to stop it. The states are pushing back against it, but the federal government is like, no, we need to let these people in. You see, and for what purpose? They're not going to tell you the real reason. They're not going to disclose unto the people the truth behind the matter. See, but this is a very sinister agenda that's taking place, and a lot of people, man, are about to be taken in a great number. So reading on, the State Department of Labor and Economic Development said volunteers who wish to participate must commit for at least 90 days as part of the refugee support program. Programs like the Welcome Corps advanced the Office of Global Michigan's mission to make Michigan the home for opportunity for our immigrant, refugee, and ethnic communities. So even if that is the case, why are you trying to open up people's homes where they got their family at, they got their life going on? Why are you trying to open up people's homes to house these migrants that you let in? If anything, they need to create more shelters for these people. You understand? They need to have them somewhere safe and put up to where they can have some kind of comfort. But no, they telling the citizen, no, you about to open up your house. See, you're about to open up your house and you're about to clear out a room for these migrants to stay. And it has to be for at least 90 days. That's the stipulation. Expanded refugee settlement pathways empower more Michiganders to support our state's growing refugee population and build a more welcoming and inclusive Michigan for all. Sponsors would be expected to support newly arrived refugees by greeting them at the airport. Check this out. Meeting them at the airport, securing and preparing initial housing, enrolling children in school, and helping adults find employment. So this reminds me of in school when I think it was the buddy program or something like that, where basically you had a mentor, and that mentor would help you, you know what I'm saying, pretty much get more acquainted with adult life. You know what I'm saying? This is pretty much a buddy program for people in Michigan. You know, when these migrants come here, like, pretty much, I guess they're gonna assign you a migrant family. You got to meet them at the airport. You know, you got to secure housing for them and enroll their children in school and help the adults to find employment. And this is just really just ridiculous. You know what I'm saying? But again, they want this to be a ridiculous scenario because they know what's going to come of this, man. Seditions among men. The migrants will come from Cuba, Haiti, Nicaragua, and Venezuela. All points of origin where many have been hoping to apply for asylum at the U.S.-Mexico border. Okay? It says Illinois is allocating $250 million to pay for migrant crisis in Chicago. And where are they getting this money from? Where is all this money coming from to deal with these people, man? At this point, they just making it up out of thin air because they know that this economy is about to crash. Cities like New York and Chicago have also dealt with issues related to migrants committing crimes. We've been seeing a whole lot of that recently. A lot of crime in these major cities have gone through the roof because these migrants are, you know, ever since these migrants have come in, man, crime is going crazy. As well as pushback from residents who have voiced anger and concern over the influx. Migrant shelters in those cities have largely been full, forcing officials to come up with ways to safely house the migrants, which their solution is to put them inside of your home. Even though crime is rampant since these migrants have come into America, they want to put these migrants in your home. You see? Even though there's a high possibility that they could delete you, you know, they could unalive you, they could give you, you know, grape you, you know what I'm saying? Hey, man, it's crazy. But again, it ain't supposed to make sense, you see, because, hey, this is the devil for you. See, this is Esau Edom. Last year, Massachusetts officials asked residents to open their doors. So New York, Massachusetts, Michigan, and they about to do this in other states too. Make no mistake about it. Hey, this might come to your state. You see, as migrant shelters were full at the time. Most importantly, if you have an extra room or suite in your home, please, please consider hosting a family. Housing and shelter is our most pressing need, and become a sponsor family. So as you heard this guy say, right, if you want us to house these migrants, we're not going to do it. We're not going for that. Okay, which that's, you know, this is a part of that second Ezra's 15, them not regarding their kings nor princes. He said, we're not taking these people into our homes. If you want to house these people so bad, you meet them at the airport. You put these people inside of your house to live. You see? So it's all coming down the pipeline, man. You know what I'm saying? Things about to get real serious and critical out here real soon. Second Ezra 5 and verse 1. Nevertheless, as coming the tokens, behold, the days shall come that they which dwell upon earth shall be taken in a great number, and the way of truth shall be hidden, and the land shall be barren of faith. So we are in those days where a lot of people are about to be taken in a great number, man. Okay, we are in those days where, you know, the land is pretty much barren of faith. This is why you're seeing that suicide is at an all-time high. Okay, suicide is a direct result of not having faith. You know what I'm saying? and also having unclean spirits and demons on you, but it all goes back to not believing that there's any hope, not seeing any light at the end of the tunnel. That directly goes back to having no faith, man. Okay, which we are in the land of no faith. This is America, Babylon the Great. People only believe in what they can see and what they can tangibly interact with. Anything that's spiritual, these people are not inclined towards that because they're carnal, they're of this world. You see, verse 2, but iniquity shall be increased above that which now thou seest, or that thou hast heard long ago. And the land that thou seest now to have root shalt thou see wasted suddenly. And yet America is being set up with these migrants, these paid mercenaries. I got to stop calling them migrants and call them what they are. Okay. Mercenaries, man. Okay. Which you do have some Israelites mixed in, with these, migrants coming in. You know what I'm saying? Some of them are coming here to be delivered. Some are coming to meet their demise. But either way it goes, man, chaos is going to come from this because, majority of these people coming over are military age men, and they're only coming to do one thing. You already know. Yeah, in the land that thou seest now to have root shall thou see wasted suddenly. So yeah, America is being set up for a spoil. This place is being set up to be taken over violently. You see, America's gonna go out with a bang, man, literally. You know what I'm saying? And this is even before Yahweh Shah comes back. Verse 4. No, so like, let me jump down to verse 8. It says, there shall be confusion also in many places, and the fire shall be oft sent out again, and the wild beasts shall change their places, and menstruous women shall bring forth monsters. You see that? So there's going to be confusion in many places, man. Okay, people are going to be in a state of perplexity. When you read Luke the 21st chapter in 25, it tells you about that. The sea and the waves roaring, men's hearts failing them for fear after seeing the things coming upon the earth. So this all of this is a part of it, man. And look, these are just a few unrighteous decrees that they're putting out there, man. But there you see Esau, he's gonna get a lot more bold with the decrees that he's putting out, because right now it's asking people to shelter strangers, basically, okay, to shelter criminals and military aged men inside their homes. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, once again, sedition, civil war is about to rise in a huge way, man, because of these policies. You know what I'm saying? Matter of fact, that just came to my spirit again, man. Call hello Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai. Let me pull this up real quick. Bear with me one moment. Let me go to Daniel. Okay, here it is. Daniel 8:25. Call hello Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai. And through his policy, also he shall cause craft to prosper in his hand, and he shall magnify himself in his heart, and by peace shall destroy many. He shall also stand up against the prince of princes, which is who? Yahweh Shai. But he shall be broken without hand. So yeah, these devils, man, Esau, he's causing craft to prosper, man. Okay, and through his wicked policies, through his wicked unrighteous decrees. You see? So yeah, from this great confusion, great death is gonna come. You know what I'm saying? It's all inevitable.
A large part of them are going to go to offer benefits. All you're sending the message throughout the world is, please come, we're going to give you stuff. So throwing money at this issue is not going to solve it. We have got to look at policies, and until we address that, we're not going to get this under control.
All right, but we had a place that was at least housing all of the illegal migrants who are coming, or a good number of illegal migrants who are coming across the border. When facilities like that close, what's the ripple effect?
Well, they're just going to be transported throughout the entire United States. They're going to go to sanctuary cities. A large part of them are going to go to sanctuary cities. They're going to go to where they know that they're not going to be prosecuted for violating other laws. You know, it's they violate our laws when they cross the border illegally, but then they go to these sanctuary cities, they violate other laws knowing that they're not going to be prosecuted. So these individuals are going to be dispersed throughout the entire United States. Until they get there, though, they're going to be waiting on the streets. That's what's going to happen.
You know, as we've been showing folks over the last couple of months, the state of Texas has taken extraordinary measures to stop migrants from setting foot, I guess, on the United States. Because once they do, then they have to be processed. But if you can keep them from setting foot in U.S. soil, you don't even have to deal with them. So Texas has got so much of the Rio Grande basically fenced off now with fencing, concertina wire, and other barricades, that those migrants and the cartels are shifting them.
Are y'all seeing this, man? Like, yo, this is crazy. And I think I seen an article earlier that said, I think they said like 70, no, Salakia, it was like 30 something million. Between 30 million and 60 million migrants have come into America since they've opened these borders. And they saying that that's more than the population of several U.S. states. And they mainly being sent to these sanctuary cities. So this is a huge problem, man. Like, stuff really about to go down, like hardcore. And these Americans, these Babylonians are seeing this, and this is making them angry, like, because they literally see the country that they once loved is being destroyed right before their eyes. Like, their livelihood is being taken away from them. You see, and now that they asking people to house these migrants, they saying it's like it's a good thing. Like, oh no, we need to do our part and help these people out. You know, bring them into your home. You feed them. You bring their children to school. You know what I'm saying? This is what they telling you. Psalms 28:3, draw me not away with the wicked and with the workers of iniquity, which speak peace to their neighbors. Okay, this is how they speak in peace, man. Okay, just give these people a place to stay. Clear out a room in your house, or if you have a basement, let them stay there. You can mentor them. You can find them a job. You know what I'm saying? This is good that we need to help these people in this way. You know what I'm saying? But the American citizen didn't ask for these migrants to be sent up here, man. This is being forced on people and shoved down their throat. And this is why there's going to be a great pushback against this. There already is a pushback against this, matter of fact, which speak peace to their neighbors, but mischief is in their hearts. Yeah. So meanwhile, they're telling you these things. They know what they're doing. You see, they know that this is all going to cause mischief, and this is their purpose to bring these things forth. Let's go here. This is from signsofthetimes.com or .net. World leaders are no longer working toward peace, Serbian president says. So this shows you once again that there is no free will. Because if there was free will, right, understanding that if World War III pops off, nukes are going to be flying. And if nukes fly, nobody wins. See, nobody's going to come out victorious on paper if World War III was to pop off. And I forget who said this, but it was a quote, but it was very profound. It wasn't something like, I don't know, what World War III is going to be fought with, but World War IV is going to be fought with sticks and stones. You know what I'm saying? So once again, a very profound statement, man, because if when World War III pops off, not if, because this is biblical prophecy that's coming to pass, but when it does pop off, you see, nobody is going to win. So you see, nobody is going to walk away from this unscathed. You know what I'm saying? So the fact that these world leaders are not even interested in talking about peace anymore, it shows you the magnitude of the times that we're in. Reading on here, the international community is no longer interested in ending conflicts and instead views peace as an unwanted deal. Serbian President Alexander Vučić has claimed in an interview with TASS published on Tuesday. So they view peace, these leaders view peace as an unwanted deal. They don't want peace. Peace is not on their mind. This is the time of war, as the scriptures say. You see? And Proverbs 20:24 says, man's goings are of the Lord, how can a man then understand his own way? So these leaders, they don't want peace for whatever reason they think, but ultimately they don't want peace because the Lord doesn't want peace. You see, they don't want a ceasefire because the Lord doesn't want a ceasefire, man. So everything and everyone on this earth is subject to the will of Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai. The scriptures say, who has resisted his will? Nobody, man. Okay. The Lord set these people up in their lot to fulfill biblical prophecy in these last days. This is why there is no solution. There is no let's negotiate and sit down and talk about this. No, it's not even on their spirit to talk. It says peace is viewed as an unwanted ideal. They don't want this, man. So they want destruction. You see, but it's the Lord that put the spirit on them to want this destruction, man, because this is going to play into the dramatic finish of this movie that the Lord has set up. Daniel 4:17. This matter is by the decree of the watchers and the demand by the word of the holy ones, to the intent that the living may know that the Most High ruleth in the kingdom of men and giveth it to whomsoever he will, and setteth up over it the basis of men, which the basis of men, that goes into the so-called white man whose biblical nationality is that of Esau, Edom. Okay. But the Lord set up Esau, man. Okay. The Lord set up Benjamin, and not a Jew, to be doing what he's doing in the land of Israel, in Palestine. Okay. The Lord set up the beast system, okay, which is ruled by Edomites, to be the hammer of the whole earth. You see, so that all nations would have envy and strife and contention against the collective West, especially America, Babylon the Great, which is known as the whore, to take this place down. See, everything is set up in its proper order, man. Okay, we're in the time now, but once again, the vision is speaking loud and clear. Okay, these things were for an appointed time, man, and the time is now. You see, so reading on, his comments follow last week's annual Munich Security Conference, which saw senior officials and heads of state from all over the world gather in the German city to debate international security issues, including the Ukraine conflict. Vučić noted that he has participated in the forum numerous times, using the opportunity to gauge, quote, how the Western world thinks and its willingness to listen to varying opinions, including from smaller nations. This year, however, Vučić said he did not hear any innovative suggestions toward resolving conflicts, describing the conference participants as behaving like, quote, football fans. The Serbian leader said he had concluded that the world peace appears to have become unloved and unwanted throughout the world. And this is all for the purpose of World War III to come forth. Okay, these continued wars and conflicts and strife and contention, these things must increase for the end to come. Okay, because guess what? If these leaders were to sit down and say, you know what, we've had enough war, we've seen enough death. Let's try to figure something out so that we can bring peace to the situation. Then guess what? World War III couldn't be fulfilled. You see, the Lord can't come back until the Valley of Yehoshaphat happens, until these nations gather together themselves for, Armageddon. Okay, so hey, look, these things must be. Yahushua told us that you shall see wars and rumors of wars. Okay, but fear not, for the end is not yet. So yeah, these things must come, but we still waiting on the mark of the beast. Okay, that has to come before World War III jumps off nuclear. You see, and in the midst of that, hey, we're gonna be beamed up. But there's a few prophecies left to be fulfilled before the end does come. So that's why Yahushua, told us that, man. You know what I'm saying? But everything that we see happening, in the world is showing that the end is nigh, that the end is very close. All right, let's move on to this last one here. And it just shows you who the devil, according to the Bible, is, man. Okay, the seed of Satan. Okay, they exalt themselves above all that is called the Most High. They think they are the Most High. So you can see the title here. Lab grown testicles could revolutionize male infertility treatments. Let's get a little bit of this. Scientists have successfully grown working testicles in a dish. So they've grown balls in a dish, okay? To put it in layman's terms, you see, they've grown a man's nutsack in a dish in a lab somewhere. Now, what are you going to do with these testicles? Where are you going to put them? This is crazy, man. That could one day help solve male infertility. Well, the reason why men are infertile now is because you pumping the damn earth full of all these damn chemicals, man. The food is defiled. Okay. You putting ammonia in food and you know what I'm saying? You putting all kind of preservatives and chemicals in the food, man. So no wonder why men are infertile, you know, and this is really dealing with the Edomite man. Okay. Because right now, and you can Google this, I'm not just saying it, but the for the so-called European, okay, for the so-called white race, which are Edomites, their death rate is exceeding their birth rate, and that's due to a number of things. Okay, their men are infertile. The youth of their population are dying off from drug overdoses, mainly fentanyl and heroin and other hardcore drugs. Okay, so their death rate is through the roof, man. Then suicide also is a huge factor. Okay, a lot of them are off in themselves, man. So they trying to do this in order to save the Edomite race. But see, they're gonna be exterminated anyway. Just read Obadiah 1:18. That's gonna be their ultimate end after they serve their 1,000 years of captivity. This is gonna be what's gonna happen to them. Okay, they going extinct anyway. Researchers at Bar Island University in Israel. So this is coming from the small hats. You see that? But these are the people of the Lord, right? But they doing stuff like this. I'm just saying, produce tiny organoids, artificial miniature organs that closely mimic the structure and function of natural testicles. These lab-grown organs, cultured from cells sampled from from moose testes, form small tubules that parallel the sperm-producing seminiferous tubules found in real testicles. This is madness, man. Artificial testicles are a promising model for basic research on testicle development and function, which can be translated into therapeutic applications for disorders of sexual development and infertility. So, in the name of helping people, this is why they're doing this. Low sperm count or poor sperm quality can have multiple causes, including genetic defects, hormonal imbalance, and damage from cancer treatments. But again, what about the environment? What about the chemicals that you're putting inside the food? They don't mention that, but they'll say everything else. Oh, it's due to your genetics. Oh, it's a hormonal imbalance, which again, the food causes your hormones to be imbalanced, man. Okay, a majority of diseases that people have is directly connected to their diet. And Esau, he doesn't push a diet of life to the people. Okay, the scripture calls these Edomites physicians of no value, forgers of lies, and that's all that they are. Big Pharma is the main reason why they push all this cheese and burgers and meat. They don't tell you to eat greens and to exercise and go on walks and things of that nature. No, they just push you death 24/7. They brainwash you into thinking that eating pizza every day for a week straight, eating at Burger King, you know what I'm saying, eating at McDonald's, you know what I'm saying? Which hey, I'm not saying that you're wicked if you want to eat a pizza, but hey, man, look, everything is in moderation. You know what I'm saying? People in America, they just feed on these things like, hey, look, People in America barely cook. All they know is eating out fast food. Then you wonder why you got high blood pressure and, you know, diabetes, and, you know, you having heart palpitations, man. It all goes back to the diet. But now these devils, their solution is we're going to create artificial testicles, man. That's their solution, though. Oh, man, you know, we got to get up out of here. Growing artificial testicles offers scientists a unique window into understanding and potentially treating these disorders. The testes perform two key jobs in men: producing sperm and synthesizing the hormone testosterone. Abnormal development or function of the testicles can therefore lead to infertility, to fertility problems, or ambiguous genitalia at birth. That's crazy. Recreating these organs in the lab provides researchers with a ready supply of biological materials to delve into the intricate processes of male determination and sperm production. Organoids of the brain, kidneys, intestines, and other organs have already been produced in others. So look at this, man. So they're saying that they've produced an artificial brain, artificial kidneys, artificial intestines, and other organs have already been produced in other studies. So these devils are in the lab getting down with all kind of stuff, man. Just you know, really trying to be like the Most High, producing all kind of evil. And with that being said, we can close out on this. 2 Thessalonians 2:4. What's lucky? You know what? Let me start up at 3. It says, "Let no man deceive you by any means, for that day shall not come, except there come a falling away first, and that man of sin be revealed, the son of perdition." Now that man of sin is none other than Esau Edom. All right. The son of perdition, which perdition goes into destruction, that goes into Esau. And Yahushua said, what? That you shall know a tree by its fruit, right? So when you look around the earth, who's doing things like this, man? You know, who is in the lab creating new diseases, you know what I'm saying, producing lab-grown hearts and lab-grown kidneys and testicles and all these other different things, man? Who is doing this? It's the so-called white man, okay? It's these Edomites, okay? Verse 4, "Who opposeth and exalteth himself above all that is called Yahweh, or that is worshipped, so that he as Yahweh sitteth in the temple of Yahweh, showing himself that he is Yahweh." Okay, and Esau's desire is to be like the Most High. As a matter of fact, Esau believes that he's better than the Most High. He believes he's better because he can do things like this. And you know what? The Most High gave this devil that wisdom on the left-hand side to do these things, to show and prove that he is the devil. Okay, to show and prove that he is the physical counterpart of the spiritual being Satan upon the earth. Because Jake is not doing this. You know what I'm saying? You know, Moab, Ishmael, Ham is not doing these things, man. This is Esau. You see, and if these other nations are doing this, well, who did they learn it from? They learned it from the Edomite, man. So everything, all you see, when you look at sin and iniquity upon the earth, when you look at wickedness, there's one source of it, man. There's one source, and that's from the wicked. Okay? The wicked is the source of the wickedness on the planet Earth. And if you eradicate the wicked, wickedness will cease to exist. Okay, which that's how it's going to be in the kingdom of heaven, man. These devils, once they serve their purpose to fulfill wickedness, after 1,000 years of slavery, they all going to be burnt up and destroyed, and they're not going to exist no more. Okay, Esau going to be in a damn museum in the kingdom, man. That's his latter end. So with that, hopefully this lesson was edifying through the Rakak Kedash. In closing, call halal. Yahweh Bashem Yahushua Bashem Rakak Kedash. And until next time, Lord willing, shalom to the elect.